This is the grid that the Bombers call home.
You're throwing the tee in the ground. If your hand's not shaking, there's something wrong.
I'm in my element, it's evident that there's levels to the game. I'm in my element, flow is like water, I'm forced to go fire, I'm feeling like gold. Gotta stay grounded, stay down to earth, following God, and you grind and you do as you told. I don't work to make you like me, but I'm front and center, word to Spike Lee. I'm in my element, yeah. I'm in my element, yeah. I'm in my element, I'm in my element, yeah. I'm in my element, yeah. I'm in my element.
And we're back. Welcome to the World Long Drive Championship here in the one and only Atlanta, Georgia. I'm Alexis Belton here with Bobby Bradley and Cold Atlanta. It is not hot Atlanta, but it is where the players came to play, and
absolutely
they have done that. We've got
Outcast performing here in a couple hours.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. Ludacris will be here.
Yeah, right on the belt line. We are here at Bobby Jones Golf Course, which is an historic golf course and really awesome to be here. It's right off the belt line in Atlanta. If you know anything about Atlanta, the belt line stretches almost through every single neighborhood. So literally, if you're on the other side of town, you can run over here and see some balls being hit.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised the balls went farther than I thought. I mean, it was chilly. It still is a little chilly, but being from South Florida, whatever. Someone that lives in Canada.
He's got his
like
puffer jacket on right now.
Yeah, they're wearing a tank top
shorts,
and jorts, like Bobby Ray, right? So
we're round two.
Yeah,
group two.
Yeah,
round
group
one.
Two. So 8-man advanced. Not too long ago, Reed Russell ended up winning with 800 points in his bracket of hitters. Sean Johnson looked good as well. Will Hogue.
And we've got Colton Castos, definitely one to look at in this group, not to be forgotten, with Scotty Pierman, Isaiah Joyner, who's been really consistent in growing every single event, and Wes Patterson.
Yep.
It's really great to have him back.
Colton Casto in slot number 1. I feel like just, again, optically, it sets up for a guy that hits a draw, this grid.
And as we look at this group as well, we can't forget James Tate.
Oh, yeah. Everybody knows his nickname that I gave him a long time ago, but we'll just call him Triple T. James Triple T Tate. The pride of Scotland, lives within walking distance of the old course in St. Andrews.
What a life.
It's awesome. It was nothing like waking up in the morning and just walking to the home of golf, staying at the Tate's house in Scotland. Colton Casta with the longest drive of the day by 1 yard, 370 yards. I think Devin Fitzgerald had the longest, 369 last set. He looked great as well.
Really
Saman Inacio got in. Gentleman that went 240 a couple weeks ago.
Hogue looked really solid.
Yeah, Hogue was just dialed, just nice and composed. Nick Vorback looked good as well. Nick hasn't really competed as much the last couple years. He's got a beautiful little boy, got a little son.
Wonder what these guys are going to go do on their day off.
I wouldn't do too much. Just stretch and, hydrate and eat some good old food. Yeah, I think we have a hyperbaric chamber at the hotel we're staying at.
Yeah, they've got one.
If not, they need to get one.
For the players in the players' lounge over here.
Mm-hmm. All right, what's your favorite restaurant here? What's your favorite restaurant since you live here?
Oh, man. I consistently, Tuesdays, Super Rica.
Okay.
Nice little Mexican restaurant. Looking Cold Casto taking 370.
You got some numbers on the board there. Connor Stair at 357. Cameron Hill at 355. George Wardell, 347. Cameron Hill getting his exemption in Connecticut. Connor Starrett, he won some amateur events last year, and watching him in speed sessions over the last week or two, he started to pick up the speed. He was a guy that kind of sat in at like the mid, 212, 215 number. A lot of guys are peaking right now. I mean, you have to peak. It's the World Championships. And honestly, I think that getting that time off and not going out to California gave these guys the opportunity to hit the reset button, get their legs under them, and
build a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, because we were going every couple weeks, 3 weeks for a while. So it
And
takes a toll on the body for
For
sure.
a short stint there, it was like 2 weeks, every 2 weeks, and these guys had other events in between there.
Yeah, a lot of these guys will do corporate and charity events as well, so it's tough on the legs.
We talked to Scotty Pierman a couple of events ago who took off some charity events in order to start preparing, and we saw that really play to his advantage.
Yeah. I mean, Scotty has got stronger as the season's gone on. Struggled obviously in the last event, in Memphis. So it was just, or not Memphis, but in Kingsport, because he's a pro's pro. He is a guy that we always say he doesn't care who's on the tee box with him.
He doesn't.
He's going to go out and compete, and he wins.
He's going to flip
got
the
2
bat
world
no matter
titles
who's against him.
But yeah, Scotty Pierman, looking forward to seeing him hit in this group as well. It's a talented guy and a good guy. One of the good guys.
Oh yeah, always advocating for preemie babies. Hopefully we'll see his family out here.
So we got Wes in 1, Landon Gentry the slinger. And we got Triple T, James Tate.
This is a great setup for Landon as well. Wes Patterson switching the clubs already.
Looks like he's got a ball in play. Wes has got a ball in play.
Hit one right down the middle.
Liking these ball speed numbers immediately out of the blocks from James Tate at 216.8. He's not a sleeper. He's been around a while. He ended up winning out in Dubai in 2018 in the Lawn Drive World Series event. He knows how to win, and he did have a multiple TV finals in 2019 on the Golf Channel. So James Tate in slot number 3. Like I said, right now, just settling in, just try to put some balls in play. I like this grid for Landon Gentry. That is his flight. When he misses it, is right to left, the slinger. He goes right to left. I mean, his ball flight is that every time. So his prototypical ball flight, that's the second time we've said it, is right to left, Landon Gentry.
He's just got to start that a little bit more right, and he's going to be consistently in, even if he hits it straight.
All right, so this ball from James Tate down the right side looks like this one's going to stay in play. He likes it, 2,200 spin, 215. Wouldn't be surprised if this is in play at 365-ish, somewhere in that ballpark. I mean, just based off of what we've seen so far.
Yeah, Tanner Roberts looking to get one in the grid.
63 from Tate.
I want to see him close this club face.
Triple T, 223.1. This is really weird calling him Triple T, by the way. I don't like it. But you know what? This is a family show. James Tate with a bullet. Yeah, I said wouldn't be surprised.
No, then you can call him Tater Tot.
Yeah. We like I said, if he does what he's doing right now, he will be in the round of 16. There's no doubt.
Without a doubt.
We haven't seen him all year, but he is one of the best in the business.
He has definitely been seen overseas.
Yep.
Let's check out his rankings. James Tate sits in the top 10.
Oh, yeah. No, he hasn't hit that much, but he practices all the time. He's working with Bunkered. I know that they're tuning in right now. James does a lot of product review for them and bounces all over the world. He's been in the golf industry his entire life. His family, mom and dad, just awesome people. They gave me a room in Scotland for the Open Championship, and they cooked some good home-cooked meals as well. So good to see James Tate back in the United States with a win. He's got 200 points. If you're tuning in for the first time all year, 16 hitters. They're going to take 8 spots, 200 points for first, 100 points for second, 50 for third, 25 for fourth. OB, no bueno, you get 0 points. But
yeah, we've got 127 men in the field right now. Dwindled down all the way to 64. No, it's after 64.
32 to 16.
32
to 8 to 1.
To 1. And there we go.
It's going to be fun. I like that these guys are going to get some time. Even tomorrow, guys that hit tomorrow, they're going to be hitting 30 balls. It's going to be more, for the guys that are your top end speeds where, 220, 225, like where they cruise, like it's going to be easy day for them. Just get balls in play and, conserve some energy.
Got Isaiah Joyner, one of the most fashionable out here as well. It was great having him in the booth in Connecticut, telling us all the great pizza spots.
Yep.
But looking forward. I know he works with Lee Cox. Looking forward to see what he's going to do.
There you go. Getting some microphones turned over here.
Check 1, 2, 1, 2. That was Lexi B on the mic.
I can hear you much better now, by the way.
Same.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was a huge, huge move.
I don't know what happened, but switch the game up right there. Isaiah Joyner. If that hangs on, that's going to be a nice look.
Jay Stowski in slot number 2 ended up qualifying in Connecticut as well. The tournament started at 12, and he rolled up at 11:59 with his golf bag. And ended up getting in. Keith Hawkins.
The Hog.
And Mike Zuloff.
Jay the Hog.
No numbers on the board as of yet from any of the competitors.
I see them started off a little bit more on that right. And I know you guys at home can't see it, but it is a little frightening to start it down the right and let it fall in just because of the tree line.
The tree is not in play, by the way.
It's not anywhere close to in play.
No.
It's just a sight thing.
Yep.
Now, there were trees that were in the way.
Yep, they moved
It was
them.
pretty tight.
They moved them.
I kind of wish they would have kept them.
Yeah, I was able to get some videos. Well, he said you were here with Robbo, who will be competing in the senior division. It was last week you guys were here.
Yeah.
So I was able to kind of see how the grid was set up, but it's a great grid. It really truly is.
Rob. He's got such an incredible story.
Yep.
Incredible person.
He made me say a bad word this year. He's the only one I said all year.
That was beautiful, too.
But it was worth it.
Mike Zuloff on the board at 343.
So guys struggling right now getting balls in play. First set's just, it's critical just to settle in, just to slow everything down. I know it's hard to say to do it, but, if you can force yourself just to take the takeaway, just slow everything down and just try to find the center of the club face. It'll probably be faster as well.
Truly. I like this
really,
one
truly
back.
free up.
Oh, we'll see if Keith's saying it. I think another thing is, I think sometimes when people say slow down, they're thinking like a percentage. Honestly, it's just a rhythm.
Yep.
Like, it's just finding a rhythm and then building on that rhythm.
Yep. Sequencing and just loading into that right hip and then going. Isaiah Joyner looks like his 6th ball is going to be at play at 350 yards. He's going to take down the set unless Jay Helstowski's last ball stayed in play.
I did like Jay's last ball. It's just a little bit
338.
short.
Big ball there for Isaiah Joyner, going from 0 to 200 points real quick on ball number 6. That's a good start for his 2023 World Championship.
Crowd's starting to fill in here.
Yeah,
we've got a couple of people you can see on the side. That's the VIP lounge. That's going to be packed come the weekend. But look at that. Bobby Jones Golf Course right there in the background. That's another VIP area.
You see, follow us on social. That's where we're at.
We're right there. We're waving at you. And look
So-
at all the flags, countries represented that are here for the World Long Drive Championship. We've got people coming from everywhere. We were kind of talking about that earlier.
New Zealand, Australia, Japan, South
I
Korea,
think we said Zimbabwe, right?
Zimbabwe, Antarctica. Got a couple penguins in the field this week
We do.
from Antarctica.
You will see them this morning in shorts and tank tops and flip-flops, swinging in flip-flops.
For sure. But it's a nice day out now. Don't know what the temperature is, but it feels significantly
check.
warmer than this morning.
It's about
57 degrees.
71.
No way. We're getting crushed by the sun.
68.
You can see the sun's like right in our
71?
face. So we get, what is it? 57.
What?
There you go. There's no humidity, so it doesn't feel as cold. All right, Scotty Perriman, let's go, baby.
All black out the gate. If that hangs on, that's going to be – he's coming out the gate with 214.
I want to see Scotty just light it up, Just let's put 15 out of 30 balls in place, Scotty.
He's looking slim in that all black.
Absolutely.
Men in black.
Daniel Owen, Travis Aiken, Deion Smith, 356. I like it.
Oh, Scotty's first ball must have just slightly fell out of bounds. kind of where these guys are hitting it. If it kicks to the left, it's out.
The GOAT has entered the chat room. Jason Zubak, 5-time Open Division world champion. Senior world champion has entered the chat room. Jay-Z, good morning, sir. He is in Calgary. And he is probably close to a Tim Hortons. But Jay-Z, good morning,
Something we
big
wish
guy.
that we had here.
Yeah.
Speaking of coffee, recommendations.
We just had it. Yeah, thank you for that coffee, by the way.
Yeah, we got some coffee from the clubhouse. There's also a place called Cultivate that has amazing breakfast, literally like 3 miles down the street. I'm a huge fan of Bankhead Coffee, and then lots of great coffee spots, breakfast spots here.
T. Smith, 356. Really like slot number 4. I feel like slot number 4, you know, it's a 53-yard wide grid, but I feel like it's like 100.
Yeah, I was just talking to Sean Johnson during the break, and he just said slot number 4 was his bread and butter. He absolutely loved that, the sight of it, and we saw that. I mean, how he hit was a testament to that.
Yep, this will set up great for your draw bias guys, Borgmeyer and
now
JJ and Kyle. And like I said, Kyle, you can, in Mesquite and all the other ones, I can tell you he hates slot number 4. You know, slot number 4 is tough, especially when you have that left to right win. You know,
I don't know. I really want Scotty to settle in here. I think he got a little hesitant with that first ball. That was pure. It looked beautiful. It just slightly fell out, and he should have kept with that. So hopefully he'll find that.
And we can say this. If it was on a flat grid, that ball that Scotty Perriman hit on ball number 1 would have stayed in play. But if you hit it, I mean, it's about 10 yards in down that left side. If you hit a draw and you hit that left side of the hill, it's not going to stay in play. So, you know, change your eyesight and just try to – if you hit a cut, you could be like 5 to 7 yards left of that left hash. So like someone like Zach Holton in slot number 1 can throw it down that left side with a little bit of a cut and it'll help. But yeah, if you're in slot number 1 and you turn it over, it's no bueno.
All right, we're going to go to break here, and we'll be back right after this.
Introducing the new Bridgestone E9 Long Drive, co-designed by World Long Drive athletes to push the limits of distance. Thanks to extreme ball speed and superior aerodynamic flight. Engineered for you to hit your longest drive. Drive the new E9 Long Drive, extreme distance for your game.
Taking a peek at the comments, you got Owen Meads going to be out here today, but yeah, James Tate, people that have been around for a long time in the sport knows that he's a threat. He's a threat. I mean, a guy that if he hits balls in play, he's got a chance to win a world championship. I mean, James Tate definitely has it. And like he's watching Owen Meads as well. I feel like Owen Meads,
number 1.
He's a really, really good hitter, and interested to see his ball flight. 220 mile per hour ball speed.
He's got that width, he's so tall. He's got width like, your Sean Johnson, your Seb Twiddell. So I'm excited to see him on this grid and see what he can do because he's number 1 in Europe right now. So.
Yeah, no, he can move it. And I said tip of the cap to Lee Cox. He just produces studs. They're already studs, but he makes them studdier.
I like that.
I'm still impressed with our read. We didn't even practice the read on that.
It's pretty good.
Commercial. We crushed it.
Calamity Jane. PGA Georgia sections drink of choice, beer of choice.
Yeah.
Their drink of choice is water.
Yeah, we were having some issues in slot 4 with ball speed readings early on, but that got fixed. Yeah, because there was a lot of like 140s or like 144 ball speed and what have you, but now Flight Scope is dialed in and we're starting to see the real numbers pop up.
Ready to go.
So
we've got a special guest with us.
We got Sam Ananasio, Mr. 240. How you feeling, big guy?
I am feeling good. I am on to Friday.
Yes, you are.
Would you rather hit today or tomorrow?
Oh, today for sure. I love the day off because that's kind of how I train every other day. So this one was just, the last set, let everything loose, and then I go back to my normal recovery.
Sam, can you tell us what the conditions are like down there? How did you fare the conditions?
Early in the morning, there was a lot of dew on the ground, so it wasn't getting a lot of roll. I mean, the first balls, like 350, was massive. and then by the end it was already up in the upper 360s. So left side of the grid is definitely the hot side of the grid. That right side kind of eats it up. So trying to err on that left side. I unfortunately didn't get to do that on my last set, but that was kind of the plan.
Well, you're making it on to Friday. What are you going to do on your day off?
I'll probably come back and watch a little bit. I'm going to support my buddy Bryce. He's hitting tomorrow, so I'm going to watch a little bit of the guys, support everybody out here, and kind of root everybody on.
Did you make any like modifications to like equipment setup when you were hitting, like when you knew that you'd get in?
No, I mean, I usually hit the TPT 19, and today I ended up going with the TPT 20 all day. That's typically my speed setup anyways, so I already kind of had that rolling. Ah, there's camera right there.
That 19 is stable too. So yeah, I was just curious to see like, you know, if you're going to make any changes during the sets, but you know, hit the ball good and you're off to a good start. And yeah, you hit it when you hit it straight, man. It goes a long way.
It's
I mean,
deadly.
like, yeah, it's always good. Like, I mean, I like watching guys that are fast that hit it like laser straight, and you know, Sam's one of those guys that does it. So.
Without a doubt, you have to take us through. What was it like breaking 240?
Oh, I mean, it was great. I was working with Apex Golf Hawaii. That's where I get all my equipment from. And he was kind of getting me dialed in, whether we're going to go the 19, the 20, 21, try to figure it out. We ended up landing on the TPT 20, and we went to the Cobra club head, and I loved it, and it felt great breaking 240. I mean, I was kind of looking at that number already, and now I'm kind of eyeing 245 as my next target.
Oh, yeah, have some fun with it.
I love speed trains the best.
It is. I mean, there was that battle for, you know, like 2 weeks where everybody's breaking everybody's records, and it'll be nice in the off season when you guys get a couple weeks off to see what you can really do, because there's no doubt in my mind that 245 is in play. There's no doubt.
For sure. Next year, 250 is going down for sure. I mean, I look forward to battling against Kyle on it because he's always up there on it, and see if Seb can come back and put some speed back on in the off season, and it'll be a good battle.
Yeah, but right now it's about getting wins, you know, winning a world championship. Would you? Yeah.
Without a doubt.
This week it's all about the belt.
It's all about the belt. I've got a good question with you talking about the belt because it is a fashionable piece. Your family and your squad came out to Tennessee.
Yes.
Decked out. Are we going to see some awesome fashion from you and your squad this week?
You just might. I mean, you got to wait around. They're still back in Tennessee, but they're going to come back on Friday here, so they'll be here to support me. My job was done for the day, just to get through, and then they'll be out here, and we'll have something special planned.
Sounds great. We're going to have to zoom in on them. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, good work.
Yep, absolutely.
Good luck on Friday.
Thanks for having me.
Look at Tian Smith, 372. He's poking it out there.
Longest ball of the day so far.
He's got 2 wins. He's at 400. Let's take a look at Tian. Let's look at his background here. Let's look at this folder. You know, Elon Tuckman is just such a stud. He's our boss. He tells us what to do.
Tian Smith.
He doesn't yell at us ever.
South Africa qualified for the World Championships in the South African qualifier. Collected his first pro.
So there's your sleeper, right there.
In May.
Yep, there's your sleeper. It's like someone that you're not really familiar with. Well, that kid just came out of the blocks, just hitting bombs. Tian Smith, welcome to the 2023 World Long Drive World Championships. You're at 400 points after 2 sets. So there's your sleeper. I'm calling it. And then, like I said, Dylan Block. Dylan Block would be a sleeper as well.
Excited, really.
He would be like an
Owen
Meads, like little slower per se.
Where is he going to college?
He's not going to college. He's just going pro.
I love it.
He's already hustling his pops for money. Like I said, Dylan ended up winning $1,000 off his dad, who has a heck of a story. He's a great dude. We were hanging out at Arroyo Trabuco for a couple days with the blocks, and we had some fun playing some modified shambles, scrambles, and amazing how good his short game is. It's unbelievable.
I mean,
they make it look like way too easy.
To put up the scores that he did, I mean, one to just qualify.
Yep.
You got to have great short game right now. Isaiah Joyner in the lead at 3:54. Ooh. Okay, George.
A good ball from George. 135-202. It's a good, nice center punch shot. 2,500 spin. 343. What do you think? Or farther? 343 on George's ball.
I like it.
Let's see what he's got. 338. We're close. But the longest drive so far of this tournament from Tian Smith, the pride of South Africa.
Can't wait till we have an event in South Africa. Landon Gentry with his prototypical ball flight
That's
there.
number 3 for us. Over-under was plus 7.5 or 7.5 for the day, not for the tournament. We got to make up like another line. I mean, we have 5 days to figure it out. What's going to be our line to go to?
Yeah, we're in Atlanta, so.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the most famous person from Atlanta?
I got to think about it. I mean, it's got to be like a celebrity. Like, I mean, right? Oh, that's stupid. I was like, is it an athlete? Is it an artist? Is it a, musician? Is it an actor?
Who you got?
I don't know how many followers Ludacris has. Is it Ludacris? I mean, how many followers does he have?
I mean, I was going to go with Martin Luther King Jr.,
That probably would be a good one, too.
but Ludacris is up there, without a doubt.
You'll learn
T.I.?
something new every day. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of athletes, celebrities, actors, actresses. Just
So final answer, Martin Luther King.
yeah. Maybe we've
You
got
just won $1
presidents.
million. That
World,
would like
world
phone a friend.
changers.
I would. You know
Everyone's
what?
from here.
If I was on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, I would have called you.
You'd have called me.
I would've
I don't
called
know,
you.
because I mean, there's a lot of great people from Atlanta, right? And I rep Atlanta, but I also rep Louisiana. So when thinking about the rap game, I go straight to Louisiana.
Yeah.
And I know everyone in Atlanta is not going to like that. But we've got Lil
Well,
Wayne.
but you got Master P, Lil Wayne, Pimp C, Bun B, where is Pimp C
We
and
got
Bun B from?
Big Frida.
Okay. Well, Juvenile. They had a good
I
run
wanna say
there.
Soulja
Master
Boy.
P, Silk
Yeah,
the
Hurricane
Shocker,
Chris.
True.
Yeah. So,
Oh yeah. No, I like Louisiana.
And we've got the Jazz, but
Yeah.
right now Atlanta, yeah, we definitely are trying to beat them.
Tian Smith, 400 points. Travis Aiken, 300. Isaiah Joyner at 300.
Ooh,
All right.
I like that move.
All right, so Scotty Perriman, come on, bub.
Connor, really good move there. Yeah, let's go, Scotty. We want to see a good number. We
So
definitely
right
know
now,
you got it in the tank.
just looking at Scotty's feet, it looks like he's aiming OB about left or right about 30 yards, and he's trying to hit a pull, which he just did. So,
yeah. And that's been one consistent thing we've seen with Scotty is his feet alignment. I know he always does this trying to match it up, which is sometimes difficult because that doesn't necessarily get shoulders, feet, and knees aligned. But love to see him open up that stance just a hair.
I'd like to see him be more square. So right now, I think it's just feet alignment for him, because he's just pulling left.
That's normally his Achilles right there. Keith Hawkins.
Yep. Looks like he squared up a little bit more there.
Yeah, I like
Yep.
that.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah. Got through way better there. He liked that. Going for the
250.
club switch.
How high did that one go? Yeah, so he had to make an adjustment there. But right now, no one has any numbers on the board. We do have one at 312.
I think Scotty's was in it. I don't think it went too far, only because of the height of it. But he's waiting for a number, 354.
There you go. All right. He's on the board. He's off the schneid, So.
Yeah, I really want to see Tanner Roberts kind of extend through his follow-through to make sure he closes that club head.
Keith Hawkins ended up winning the Amateur Division World Championship last year in slot number 4. Connor Starrett at 344. I do, like I said, Perriman, Obi left, but I'm liking the ball speed numbers. It's just a matter of once he gets his alignment set up, he's going to be fine. He looked good in that first set, too.
Without a doubt. He had that closed alignment for so long that his swing's great. He's just got to hit a couple of shots and he'll start going straight.
Yep.
Just takes a few. All right, Connor. That should be a good one. Moving
like the
a
ball
bit,
speed.
but that should
210
be
from
really
Connor.
nice. We'll see what Connor's final ball is. Right now, Scotty Perriman in the lead at 354, but we will be waiting for these numbers to be confirmed, and we'll be back right after this. If you're a great golfer, ignore this ad. This is for people who embrace their bad golfer vibe. Get the best golf gear so you can play in style, even if you're a complete embarrassment. Shop at bogeybros.co. Embrace the bad golfer in you. Shop with the funniest golf brand on the internet for hats, polos, head covers, and more. All gluten-free and unfortunately inedible. Stay mediocre, but improve your style and comfort at bogeybros.co. I can't eat Bogey Bros. I also can't wear it because it's gluten-free. So, and I'm a great golfer. Actually, that's lies. These days, I definitely need to buy some Bogey Bros. I also hear they have amazing women's clothes. We're back. Tuning in on Colton Casto. 358 out of the gate. I really like him having that first ball right down the middle, straight as an arrow. And he's taking a step back.
I swallowed a big June bug.
Oh. How'd it taste? That's some good protein.
That got me quick, too. It was just like, bang.
I'm telling you, the field better watch out because the protein that's within that, you're definitely going 525 yards tomorrow.
I would love to know how many milligrams of caffeine I have in my body right now.
Same.
You know?
I've got a cold brew on the side as well, ready to go. Here we go. Colton Casso, that's what I thought. He's continuing to build. He had it right out the gate, one of the straightest shots of the day.
Casto, three for 4. This grid sets up good for him, too, yeah.
Oh, look at this. A little pump.
Mm-hmm. This ball is fighting down the left side from Tate. So the only thing for me that, he said that the slight concern is just putting balls in play for James. Plenty fast enough. Find the center of the face. Put balls in play. Take a peek at YouTube right now just to see what they're saying.
All right.
Tate will go OB in his second set.
Which for someone like him, not too worried.
529 people on right now. Hello.
Where's everyone from? I wonder who's on that is located the furthest away from Atlanta.
Chris Hall is in. Hello.
Hey,
Mitch
Chris.
Jobin. Hello. The GOAT, Jason Zubak.
So are all the Dobbins going to come out to support?
I love seeing Bill Dobbin out here. I think you asked me the question before, like, who's the biggest supporter, that supported me that wasn't a family member? It was always Brittany Dobbin.
Really?
Yeah. I knew she always had my back.
So kind.
She's
so
the best.
sweet.
So, but yeah, had some lunch with Mike yesterday, and I said we had some good conversation last week. I mean, he's making his 20th appearance at the World Championships.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him, but we'll see this group right after this.
Introducing World Long Drive International memberships. World Long Drive welcomes all of their international affiliates as part of the World Long Drive family. With an international membership, our worldwide competitors now have the ability to compete in internationally sanctioned World Long Drive events, the ability to earn world ranking points, plus all of the great community membership benefits. Sign up for an international membership today at worldlongdrive.com. All pro memberships include the ability to compete in international World Long Drive sanctioned events. Learn more at worldlongdrive.com.
All right, you all showing out. We've got people from everywhere: Montana, Michigan, Scottsdale, Calgary,
Detroit,
Connecticut,
London. Yep. Sacktown.
South Africa.
Absolutely.
Mass.
Dan Lambert, hello. You guys like playing cornhole and you want a nice cornhole entire setup, you give Dan Lambert a call.
Yeah?
You give Dan Lambert a call.
Freaking love cornhole.
He is the man.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in from all over.
Toronto. I mean,
watching some of the best athletes in the world alongside us.
Drink at Timmy's for me, guys. I know that Kelly Rudney's bringing me some K-Cups.
The best.
Kelly Rudney coming off a win. She, another pro win there for her.
She is. She's been
Got a ULD
in town
title.
for a little bit, getting ready.
Got a
Super
lovely
fast.
view in slot number 1. Oh, and you guys just missed it. We got to see it. You didn't.
Probably a good thing. Oh,
Cameron Hill on 1. Tanner Robertson 2. Isaiah Joyner and Daniel Owen.
right now.
It is beautiful out right now in Atlanta, Georgia. It was very chilly this morning. Guys, the first couple sets, there was not too many OB sets this morning,
actually,
surprisingly, because it was very similar to Kingsport, where the guys were just staring directly into the sun early on. But now, I mean...
Yeah, Kingsport. I mean, the grid was a little bit tighter there as well.
Yeah.
But Cameron Hill, just want to give him a huge shout-out. He's competing as an amateur.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he qualified in Connecticut. He ruined my dreams that day. Ruined them. He made me aware of it, too, on Instagram, which I appreciated.
But look at you now.
Well, I would
Group
rather
8.
not. I would rather not be hitting.
Slot 16.
That means people are injured. So.
The number one commentator and hitter.
I just put on a headset. I'll hit. Let's see what the odds are
Are they gonna
tomorrow.
mic us up? Or do
They
we get
should.
They definitely should mic us up.
So yeah, my ball speed over under 197.5. I'm taking over under. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm gonna take with adrenaline. I'm gonna take over.
I did hit 200 in Utah. I was on performance enhancing. What did you give me here? What did you give me? BioSteel. I was on that.
On that bio
Stuff's
still?
good.
That
Yeah,
stuff,
I saw it last night. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take it.
I think they're gonna make it illegal to take
Zero-
it at
zero
the
sugar.
Olympics coming up here.
I don't think so. It is like the drink of Canada. A lot of I saw a lot of hockey guys.
I love bio still.
It's really good. So
and they're not even paying us to say that.
I know. I'm on like shot number 12 this morning.
Bio still in drip drop. All right,
Daniel
Isaiah
Owens.
Joyner.
Only ball on board right now is Daniel Owen at 351. So guys struggling to find the grid there.
Tanner hit pretty quick. Final balls here. Come on, Cameron. He's still got 2 balls left. How much time's left? Got 20 seconds left. He's going to tee this one up pretty quickly.
Interesting ball flight. Slot number
Right?
1.
You never know what you're going to see out here.
All right, is Joyner's ball going to turn over here? Nope. That one
It
started out right and it stayed out right. So Isaiah Joyner looks like he's going to go OB.
Going back, this is why it's so important to make sure that you get a ball in the grid. Because if any one of those guys just hit one ball in the grid, they would automatically take second place.
Yeah, 100 points. So rough set there for the boys. Only 1 out of 24 balls in play. And it was at 351 yards by Daniel Owen. That will put him at 350 points. We will have 3 more groups hitting after this one. We'll have a little bit of a lunch break, and we will be back at 12:30. World number 1 Kyle Berkshire will be featured in that group.
Hey, well, I'm excited to see him, especially know that he's been building up a lot in speed. But one of the best areas to eat, like I always tell people when they're here, I think it's Boone.
Yeah?
The restaurant here at Bobby Jones.
Is it? Is it going to be
Phenomenal.
open today?
I'm not sure if it's open today.
It better be. I'm hungry.
Fries.
Where did you
the
find
burgers.
our coffee? You just ran off. I ended up going to the food truck. They didn't have coffee. You went upstairs. There was no one there.
It's
And
magic.
then you came back and you just, had some coffee for me. So thank you for that.
Gotta take care of the Bobby.
Yeah, we're going to be, I don't even know how many hours, 35, 40 hours in the booth. But you're gonna make the final 8. There's no doubt. And because you make the final 8,
You're
you
gonna
give
be
me
on
the
TV.
opportunity. I might have to go get a fade somewhere, do my hair all nice and tight, and I might be on TV. You never know.
Can you
with
get
predetermined
can
or
you get,
questions already asked.
2 lines right here?
I will. I'll do
on
it.
the side?
I did it in 2010 or
Okay.
11. Yeah, me and Trevor were living in Dallas, and we did all the fades, and we were just putting lines literally everywhere.
Oh my god! You
I
should
had
put
like
the
10 of
grid.
them.
Oh my gosh! You should put the grid on the side. I love it. All right, we're getting ready to go.
All right, we're looking at Scotty Pierman, who made an adjustment with his feet, his alignment, because he granted, those cameras might not be directly behind him, but it sure
Right.
looked like Scotty was aiming out significantly right. So you got 2 guys, pretty similar hitters here in Scotty Pierman and James Tate. Just, don't make us nervous, guys,
Please
Just
don't.
put balls in play.
That one looks good by
Please.
Scotty. He likes it.
There you go. So Scotty just making an adjustment, high little cut, and that's not his,
Prototypical ball flight.
but it's in play. It's in play, and I like it. And it was 214. Ball speed. 373 longest drive of the tournament so far is from Scotty Pierman. He has made an adjustment, and a big one too. I mean, he can say it. I love him. He was 0 for the world. It was reminding me of Atlantic City back in the day.
Oh, my
Hitters don't need to be
goodness.
mentioned, but they were 0 for 54, and then finally someone got one in play.
That was the craziest
Could have been Gavin and
event.
Costello, but I don't remember. I don't want to, like I said, talk about it.
That
But
was a lot of fun. Looks like James Tate's putting one in the grid right
Yep.
there. I like that walk-off.
Tate,
222.
rocket. Now, like I said, let's see if this ball at 222, what number this produces, because that
Over or
profile
under
was perfect.
373. What do you think?
I mean, it depends on the height. It really does, but it looked like Scotty hit a high cut too. 378 from
378.
James Tate. So it really just comes down to ball speed. Tate at 222 and Pierman at 214 ball. So James a little bit more heat on his fastball
Oh,
there.
he's on
at
it now.
224.8. Triple T.
These are, man, when you see someone that hasn't hit as consistent, but it's always practicing,
Yep. Oh yeah, no, James.
he's not a sleeper at all, but he's dangerous.
And he is strong. He is strong. He can jump. He can jump out of the gym. He can dunk from 3-point line, I think, with one leg.
And only 3 toes.
Yeah, but no, we were in China 2018, and him and I, it was the NBA experience, and
380.
yeah, James is dialed, so, and he's at 225. These are the fastest golf balls that we've seen, and to be expected. I mean, James is a guy that's been ultra fast with older setups. Like back in 2018, I remember being on the range with him, and just looking at some of his speed numbers, I'm like, man, this dude can fly. If he hits the center of the face, he's going to be dangerous.
381, Scotty Pierman.
There we go. Scotty. He
They're
has made
just going
the adjustment.
back and forth. Excited to see what number that's going to be, because he was a few under. James Tate last ball was a bullet too. Look at that, 383.
Wow, that was a boxing
Tit for
match.
tat.
I love it.
Or should I say, no, I shouldn't.
Regardless, it's 40 hours. We can't say the same things over and over again. I'm your soldier. Tit for tat. They went go 380, 378, 383, 381. Boom. You got 2 studs that are starting to step on the gas here. And yes, we are going to see 400-yard drives in Atlanta, in hot Atlanta, even though this morning we were freezing.
All right, we'll be back right after this. The grid is clear. Fire away. We got to see the beautiful faces that are our fans in the stands.
So, James Tate, Scotty Perriman both had OB sets, but they figured it out and put up some big numbers. This is perfect ball flight from Colton Casto. He is locked in. He is smoothing it right now. This one is dead straight. 214, perfect profile shot, center punch, 2,500 spin. Colton looks awesome to start this tournament, and that one's going to probably be in the 70s, if not the 80s. I think it really just depends on landing angle with Colton's on that one, because that was a nice ball. Didn't get the carry distance, 372, so a good start for him. But, yeah, Colton's dialed. He's in. He looks good. This one has a little bit more movement, less spin, 1,600 spin, right around 215. But you talk about conserving energy, it doesn't even look like he's got a pulse right now, Colton. So
no, not
it's
at
a good
all.
start for him, which is dangerous. I do love this grid for him. This is a great grid for Colton Casto here in slot number 3, who's got 2 wins to start off. T.N. Smith's hitting great, too. I mean, he's at 360.
This is a stronger field than.
Look at this flight, too. I like this. He hits a little pull cut here. That kid's a stud. 215 ball in slot number 2. And really, it comes down to he's not hitting it high enough. And there's not really too much roll. I know that Sam and Ignacio mentioned that the left side was hot, but I don't see there being too much rollout. I mean, this kind of seems like a carry setup right now.
And that last set was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, now you got two guys that, that could make the final 8. And we always say, if you make the final 8, you got a chance to win a world championship.
Look at that
going
finish.
These heads-up matches, So, got to get to the final 8, single elimination. But that round of 16, the final 16, is going to be an absolute dogfight. It really is.
Boom. That one's not going to hang in there. Looks like Colton Casto going to take this set at 372.
Yeah. All right, starting to get some balls in play.
We'll be back after this.
Colton Casto starting off his 2023 World Championships with 3 straight wins. You will see Colton Casto in the round of 64. And I can safely say T.N. Smith's going to be in there as well at 500 points. James Tate is in third at 400. Daniel Owen, Travis Aiken, Scotty Perriman, Isaiah Joyner are your top 7 in an absolute logjam from 8 down to 16. So it's still early. We still have Travis Aiken here, Connor Starrett, Mike Zoloff, and Wes Patterson finishing off their 3rd set here in beautiful Atlanta, Georgia. There is not a cloud in the sky. The weather is perfect.
It is perfect.
It is.
It's always perfect, except for the traffic. So if you are trying to make your group on time, make sure you allot yourself at least an hour.
Well,
you never know.
Our hotel, Bobby Peterson was saying yesterday, he's like, man, we left at like 6:30 and it took us 45 minutes to get.
Yeah.
And it's only like 10 miles.
minutes, yeah.
But
Y'all in Midtown or Buckhead?
Just like 7-8 miles north of here.
Buckhead.
I don't think it was Buckhead. Yeah, we'll take a look. We'll take a look on the map.
We'll take a
Connor
gander.
Sterrett's at 3:32 to start off.
Wes Patterson back out here at 3:49.
It's right here. Dunwoody?
Oh, you're in Dunwoody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not
Nice
too
spot.
far from where we're having a little long drive gathering, Atlanta Golf and Social.
Mm-hmm. Travis Aiken, 370. Good ball there from him. Yeah, because Sam Ananasio did say, if you were in slot 1 and you hit a little cut down that left side and you can stay within, like, that left hash, you can even be, like I said, 5 to 7 yards left of the left hash with a cut, you can hit a little downslope there and you'll get some rollout.
Yeah, I like Connor Sterrett's fourth ball. .356, yep. Building.
Taking a look at some of the notes here, Jay-Z chiming in.
What's Jay-Z's thought on having Worlds on a golf hole or?
Well, he
or,
won.
or
I
turf?
think he's won on both. I mean.
Wonder which ones
He won
prefers.
a world championship on a golf hole. We'll ask Jay-Z. Would you rather hit on a hole or a flat grid like Mesquite?
Oh, that was a good
And
slinger there from Connor.
It's always fun going back and forth. Just listening to the best in the business, the greatest of all time, like what he thinks and I mean he's a wealth of knowledge. He is an encyclopedia. If I have anything that I don't understand, like truly, and I've been doing this for 17 years, I just call him. I mean,
yeah. Well, hopefully,
because a lot of it, certain things like that are just on another level. I mean,
it is. He's got it down to science,
Yeah.
and hopefully he'll
It's
give
unreal.
us his answer right after this.
I'm Avery Dofsick, long drive athlete, and I currently live in Hobestown, Florida, and here's what's in the bag. All right, so we got 2 drivers that I pretty much toggle between for long drive. Both 48-inch shafts, a Patterson D10 golf shaft, super whippy, so we can get that double kick point shaft. Lots of torque in there. Then we got a nice little giraffe covering one of the ZX5 Mark II heads by Shrixon. And this giraffe was given to me by other long driver, Maurice Allen. We work a lot together, and since I fall over, but I'm also extremely athletic, he calls me a giraffe because I'm a little clumsy. But yeah, so we got 2 of the exact same drivers essentially, except one is a little lower lofted. I play anywhere from a 7.5 to a 9.5 degree. But yeah, they're almost identical, but with just a little bit different weighting. So we got a Shrixon bag, which is very large. Got my name on it, and then my podcast logo, Why You Suck at Golf. I started my podcast back in 2020 when I was co-hosting a show on the radio and wanted to get better practice at it. One of my first guests on the podcast was Josh Koch, Kyle Berkshire, and Eddie Fernandez. So it's kind of funny, now I'm competing with them. All right, then we got some other head covers. These are from Iliad Golf, handmade from my best friend in California. Then we got Louis Vuitton head cover. I mean, what's better than that? The wedges have donuts on them, have my nickname. We're dialed in.
Always swinging with Grace Avery. We'll see her here come Friday. Really excited. She's always hitting those balls in the grid.
Yeah, she would probably be the favorite to hit the most balls in play in the round robin.
Yeah.
She hits a lot in play.
Actually.
And she's traveled. You talk about a world traveler. She's all over the place.
All over.
And I said for her age, she's been around the world, like someone in a lifetime have traveled as much as she has, So great personality, good hitter, good person. And, someone that's going to be extremely accurate on this grid. So Travis Aiken is at 500 points. So I could say Aiken, Smith, and Casto are in.
Avery, 71% accuracy.
That's sick.
And Devin Casaza at 54, which is pretty impressive as she's one of the longer hitters.
Yeah. Yeah, Avery, that's crazy, like that much of a difference. I would say, like, if we had to look, I would say Brian Kelly in the men's division's got to probably be the most accurate guy.
Look, that's my club builder that just brought my clubs in.
Love it.
Phyllis Meddy, who's
Yeah.
also
Who's
world
she?
#1.
Who's she? What's she doing in here? There she is. She got a home game.
Thanks, Phyllis. Home turf. She's
The favorite. coming
also, as we speak of Northcrest, who's allowing us to hit out there and warm up. She is also an instructor out there, so she'll have
yeah.
a lot of fans that are coming out to not only just support her, but support the sport.
Yep.
So big shout out to Northcrest again.
Who else is out there? I know there's Colin McCarthy's
Colin
probably.
McCarthy's out there.
Colin's out there.
It was fun getting to see him the other day.
Yep.
He's got a great social.
He does. I like the way he teaches too. It's so funny every time I post a video of my son. He's like, he's just saying the thumb, the thumb, the thumb. Trey's got the baseball grip. All right, Scott Eaton, slot number 4 here.
So I want Scotty on this one to open up just a little bit more.
That one's going to be close. That one looks like it's going to be OB. So
he's got it. Looking at the time on the clock.
Let's try to find a ball and play here right now.
1. Does he get it off in time?
Oh, man, that's going to put him in a tough spot, man. He's going to have 300 points after 4 sets. And Scotty looked great those last 2 sets, too. The ball number 5 stand because he doesn't have to. He had 346. Okay, good. He's got a ball in play that helps him out immensely. That'll put him at 400
that's
points.
Really big. There.
Landon Gentry looks like he's going to take down the set unless Mike Zuloff goes in on that last ball. At 348. Okay, so Zuloff ends up taking second place. Perriman's going to have 350 going into the last set. Landon Gentry, where will that put Landon at? Landon will now have 300 points. So a huge win for Landon Gentry. Cameron Hill will take 4th. So Cameron will have 100 points going into the last set. Big ball there for Scotty just to get one in play.
Yeah.
Because I think once he finally gets settled into this, he's going to get tougher and tougher as it goes on.
He is definitely going to be lethal.
So I said battling the demons just a little bit right now, but he's got one more set. A win for him will get him in easily. Scotty Perriman into the round of 64. He would have 550 points. And that's kind of it's kind of tough too because him and James Tate were like, it was a boxing match going back and forth, and he hits a ball 381 yards, which would be the second longest drive of the deal, and he had to go up against James Tate in the same set. So, I mean, a little unlucky for Scotty Perriman. But, he controls his own fate. He can win the next set. He might even be able to take a second with 450 points. But right now, Colton Casto, Tian Smith, and Travis Aiken are safely in. If James Tate takes a second or first place here, he will be into the round of 64. James Tate, the pride of St. Andrews, Scotland, gets to play the old course, gets to practice a bunch out there. Got a great swing, works with Bunkered. I know that they were in not too long ago.
Without a doubt. I wonder, I've loved the progression of Isaiah Joyner's swing.
Yep.
Lee Cox, I know that you're on. Can you kind of tell us what y'all have been working on? Because his swing has just been building and looking really nice.
Tate's at 365. Joyner's at 362. Tate works with Lee Cox as well. But yeah, very, very good swing. And Tate has been consistently the fastest guy in the tournament so far.
Oh, man.
I mean, he is. He's
By
been the fastest guy. By easily, I'd say on average, like 5.7 mile per hour. But right now, like I said, Casto can step on the gas when he wants to, and he looks extremely comfortable at 215 right now. So Colton Casto doing a good job of conserving energy and just finding the center of the club face. He has looked very, very impressive to start off.
It's a big group.
Yeah.
A lot of strong hitters right now.
Yeah. Tate looks good. Like I said, the one thing that concerns me is just not as much grid time and just getting balls in play. But when he does, they go a long ways.
First event on American soil.
The fastest ball ever hit in the history at 323 miles per hour from Connor Sterrett. Congratulations. You have the club speed and ball speed record. 228, 330, whatever. I should have taken
324.
No one's even close.
Sheesh.
Kyle, your video
means nothing.
You just got dominated by 100 and.
This just became the most viral video.
Dude, Connor Sterrett's on fire right now.
312.
312 ball speed. What a stud. Here, I got to take a picture. 228. He is setting records. I would say he is over-compressing this golf ball.
The golf ball can't even handle it.
He is the first man to go over 300, let alone 242.
Shattering midair. But James Tate.
What a stud. 341.8. Put it on an absolute show here in Atlanta. Connor Sterrett, you are the fastest guy on the planet by 100.2 miles per hour.
Call him Flash.
What a stud.
He's swinging it lightning fast.
All right, James Tate and Isaiah Joyner are tied currently at 365. A tie would put Isaiah Joyner at 450. That would put James Tate at 550. Tate improves by 1 yard, 366.
Connor Sterrett, big outside of golf. He's a massive fisher, so I wonder what he's going to be doing.
366. That's
during his off time.
There you go. So Joyner's going to have 400. But yeah, unbelievable set there from Connor Sterrett. Yes, he did lose by 18 yards, but he went 341.8 ball speed. Unbelievable. So that was funny. So he did it in a world championship too. Just decided, you know what, the last 3 balls, I'm going 300. James Tate will be in the world championship round of 64. So it's nice to see Triple T on the tee box. Colton hasn't even hit yet, and the 4th set he will be in. Travis Aiken is in. Tian Smith is in. Isaiah Joyner has 400. Daniel Owen has not even hit yet. He's at 350, so Daniel Owen controls his own destiny as well here. And slot number 3, a win will get him in. Wes Patterson's at 200. A win would put Wes at 400 points.
I can't forget, 12:30 we start group number 3, and we've got some other heavy hitters: Kyle Berkshire, Sam Judah, Ryan Riesback, the man of all trades, Josh Jackson, Matt Stubbs, Wes Campo, Sean Williams, Matt Kindo, Kyle Ritter, James Bronson, Rob Tietmeyer.
Yeah, James Brosnan's a good hitter. He's another UK guy. All right, so Wes Patterson, we're going to take a peek at Wes here in slot number 4. Needs to put some balls in play. He's at 200 points right now. A win would put him at 400. Looks like his ball is in play. I like this slot for Wes as well. He's at 340. Obviously a miss hit for him. Plenty of speed. A guy that you'll see when he's top end speed could be in and around 220. There's a 214 bullet right down the left center. Now the question with Wes's ball that he just hit, is it going to stay right of that hill down the left side? If it is, that should be a good number. That should be probably in the 65, 70s. This is a good ball here from Wes Patterson. I wouldn't be surprised if this is 372 from Wes Patterson. Great ball from him. Good ball.
Out the gate.
215. Like, they're getting a lot of that, a lot out of this golf ball at 215 right now. They really are. So, not going to necessarily say it's a must-win for Wes, but a win would put him at 400. Second place would put him at 300. But this definitely has him sitting much better going into the 5th set.
Wes Patterson, co-founder of Party Tour.
Yep. Yeah, I think Galladay.
Yep. Where you golf and
have some fun.
Party.
Yeah. George Waddell without a number. Keith Hawkins without a number as well. Daniel Owen. This is going to help him out if these guys go OB because Daniel Owen is at 350. So
here's the thing. These guys have plenty of time. 15 seconds on the clock. Take your time.
George Waddell putting up some good numbers too. I mean, that was 210 right there in slot number 1. It looks like he went OB.
Such a great stash.
Daniel Owen getting a little bit of a gift here. I mean, he's going to take second place. That'll put him at 450 points. But Wes Patterson in slot number 4, which I like that slot for him, puts up a 214 mile per hour rocket down that left center, and puts up a 373-yard drive. So Wes Patterson will take down the set. But what Connor Starrett, the fastest man on the planet by 100.2 miles per hour. That's hilarious.
Have to build a whole new ball for that.
And I'm looking at Phil Bowers here. So this grid, there's a slight funnel down the. If you hit a draw, you turn it in down the right side. It does funnel a little bit to the center of the grid, and the same thing with the right side or the left side. The left side, you really truly can't hit a draw down that left side if you're 10 yards left of the hash. It's not going to go anywhere and it's going to kick out OB right. So I mean, granted, the grid is 53 yards wide at 350, and it goes to 57 yards at 400. You're working with in slot number 1, 40. I'd say like 40, 46, 47 yards.
Yeah.
Depending
on where you're aiming at.
Yeah. So if you hit a cut, you're good. I mean, like Zach Holton can just chew up that left side of the grid with his little cut. So.
And this is where players like your Justin James.
Oh yeah.
All these players that can really shape the shot.
Colton Casto. This grid
Colton
sets up perfect for him.
That could draw it on that fourth slot, but then also hit a baby cut or dead straight on that first slot.
You said Sean Johnson. Look good here. You got our first ball in the water there. We got one in the water. So, 2-stroke penalty. How funny would that be? It's like that.
Minus
take
10
away
yards.
two golf balls. We're taking away 2 golf balls.
Take away 2 golf balls. Wow.
That would be intense.
That's brutal.
Yeah. What happens if they had like bunkers in the fairway or in OB?
That'd actually be pretty cool.
It'd be a penalty. You'd have to tee it up off the ground. You got another one.
Maybe it's off a little bit.
Yeah. All right, Colton Castle, come on, put a ball in play.
Such a smooth swing.
Yep. They said he is stuck at 214 right now. I mean, he is locked in, just swinging, just nice and smooth, putting some nice swings out there and honestly, not trying to do too much. He looks great at 212 or 214
He
too.
does. I almost feel like if he gasses it a little bit, he's going to straighten it out.
Yep. Missing just a tad. So no one with a number on the board as of yet.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. You got this?
There we go. Little cutty. Oh, guess what? It's 214. This one's fighting down that left side, though. This one's going to be close. If it stays in, he literally will stick on the top of that hill and it won't go anywhere. So 355 would be a decent number for Colton on that one. Maybe a little bit more than that. It looks like it took up a lot of real estate when OB.
Tanner Roberts, only one on the board at 318 or 318. There it is. That holds on.
It's kind of the same shot here from Colton. 213. That one's going to be close. Like I said, if you take up that much room, sweeping it right to left, it's going to hit on that downhill, and it's not going to stay in. Travis Aiken at 354. Casto.
We'll wait for these numbers.
Travis Aiken's going to put himself at 700 points if Casto does go OB. OB from Casto. So Travis Aiken's going to have 700 points. He'll be in the lead. But we'll be back right after this.
That is going to be close.
Oh, what a final.
Oh, my goodness.
Here we go, the drum roll. I'm going to go introduce the winner. Colton
76.
Casto takes it down at 380.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a drive of 380 yards, Colton Casto, your WLD Memphis champion.
Oh, it was great. I couldn't even describe it, man. It was incredible. I mean, I won a little over a year and a half ago in Oklahoma, and I beat Justin in the finals there too, but didn't really compare to this one. It's World Long Drive. That was something looked like a smaller event, and this is just icing on the cake, I guess.
Yeah, I was really happy to see Colton win. It's amazing to see his transformation over the last 6 years. He went from not even qualifying to the World Championship to being an elite hitter in the sport. So kudos to Colton. He's worked his butt off, and kudos to Bobby as well for kind of guiding him along the way.
The GOAT has replied saying that a golf hole is more relatable for the casual observer and brings a better ball strike to the forefront, but, rub of the green can be particularly unfair. Grid is ultimately more fair. These turf farms that we hit on out in Denver and Memphis, it's the polo clubs out in Hobe Sound, Mesquite, it is a flat playing surface, but Jason ended up, he enjoyed, framing a golf hole and loved the challenge of trying to keep it, on the hole. So, he put one on the green back in the day. I think it was, 412, somewhere in that ballpark. Maybe it was more, maybe it was less. But, and the crazy part was, watching that video is just you look at the size of the driver that Jason was hitting, back in the day. It's crazy. I mean, the CC had was it 300 something? Jay-Z 320, what have you? Maybe less. Who knows? But unbelievable ball striking, at those speeds, and to be able to hit it 400 yards with that technology back then, it's unreal. So, but George Waddell off to a nice start here at 369. Guys that are in, Travis Aiken, James Tate, Colton Casco, and Tien Smith, they are confirmed in at bare minimum 500. So if Daniel Owen takes a third place or better, he'll be in. Wes Patterson takes a second or better, he's in. Isaiah Joyner takes a second or better, he's in. And then it comes down to Scotty Perriman and Connor Starrett and Landon Gentry. So
we could have a playoff. Landon
Gentry could win, he's in. I mean, I feel like this is setting up 100% for a playoff here. There looks like there could potentially be a log jam.
First playoff of the World Championship. That's what we're looking for.
Here in the comment section right now here on YouTube. Got a nice following here today.
All right.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for...
This is a good venue. It really is. It's a beautiful facility.
Join us from everywhere. Wish people had the chance to play it, but it's been so much fun. We've got Atlanta in the backdrop, hitting into the city.
Yep. It's very nice out right now. I would not want to be hitting it like the guys that were in the 8:30 group, though. They're freezing.
Cold.
A lot of guys got here at like 7:15 and started warming up in the range, and now it's ideal. It's just going to get warmer, and we're going to see a 400-yard drive today.
It was actually really nice that they put the senior division tomorrow in the afternoon because, man, I woke up stiff.
I say, Zeddy's, he's old, needs a warm glass of milk. Get prepared. But yeah, 32 senior division hitters, and we will crown a world champion tomorrow.
We will. Eddie actually dropped out of the open division.
I took his spot. So, I'd rather not have. I mean, he's healthy. Definitely a guy that can run, and make a final 16. And it would have been interesting, too, if, their world championships were in California. They give himself, Gavin and Eddie some time to hit the reset button and really get ready. Even Ryan Riesback. I mean, Riesback, it's going to be Riesback if Eddie's healthy and Gavin there late,
Robbo. Watching the Knoll brothers over here popping pimples.
It's funny. Yeah, I always enjoy watching the senior division. They're really, really good hitters. T-Pep. Tappert's a world champ.
You see a lot of balls in the grid.
Oh, yeah. You got Mobley, who mentioned it might be his last year competing. Always fun watching Dave Mobley hit golf balls. I would say the most impressive with speed today so far has been James Tate. He has been comfortably in the low 220s and touching 225.
Yeah. Comfortable is a great word, too. And if you look at him, he's got a T in his mouth, which kind of helps. I mean,
I'm curious to see if he makes a couple changes. We're going to get him
Travis
in the booth.
Has
I want to
well.
talk. I want to talk to Triple T. So
he has always had a great mustache as well.
Oh yeah,
got to shout that out. I like his walk in, his setup. He's very consistent with the pre-shot routine, and that's something that we see with some other players, especially newer to the sport, that don't have a great pre-shot routine. It's kind of vital. But Keith Hawkins peppering one down the middle of the fairway.
So right now, so Travis Aiken's in. He's way in. Tate's in. Keith Hawkins doesn't. He might be in 16th. We don't have it on the board with us, so he might be in 16th. So he's out. Cameron Hill is out too. So none of these guys can improve.
Yeah, James Tate already in.
They're already in, and so it's going to come down to, you got Landon Gentry, Connor Sterrett, Scotty Perriman, Isaiah Joyner, Wes Patterson, and Daniel Owen. They're going to be fighting for
I like
4
that
spots.
one by James Tate. All right, what's the craziest thing you've ever seen at a World Championship? You've seen a lot.
The craziest, it sucked too. It was tough to watch. There was a storm coming from the north, and when we would have groups of 8 hitters and have 4 on a tee box, and then the other 4 guys would hit, and they would take the top 4. The 4 guys that hit before the storm came in went like 4, all of them went over 400, and the next group that came in went 360, the farthest drive, and then 2 minutes later, it was 320. Was the longest drive. So that was the toughest, and that was
because of weather.
The infamous Mike Dobbin take 3 shafts and snapped in half. I remember Trevor beat him by like 8 inches or what have you. But that was probably the craziest I saw. So,
oh my goodness!
I mean, it would just
there's nothing you can do about it.
The beauty of what we have now is that you got 4 guys on a tee box, and that's it. And that's we're not, the wind cannot be a factor. So that was the craziest thing that I saw. So. Yeah, whoever hit after the 400s, they had literally no chance. None. No chance.
No matter how hard they hit it. Wow.
I mean, watching guys like Landon Calling at like 5'7", 150 pounds, or Dominic Mazza when he was 16 years old, coming in second, and Landon Calling making the top 3. That was, fun to watch. Sedlowski, his rookie year in 07 when Dobbin won it.
07. Do you think we'll ever see Slowski again out here?
I'd love to see Jamie, especially
really
with the
cool.
technology now. I mean, he was a guy that could,
I bet
sniff
he'd
and get
still
close to
be
probably like
top
218 and
16, top 8.
Oh yeah, I mean he's plenty fast enough. I think he could be a guy that sits at 218, 220. Like I said, with the technology that we have now, and he's a good ball striker. So, let's see here. I know Landon can get in. He's at 300, so a win would put him at 500 points.
Yeah, so confirmed. We have four people confirmed in as of right now.
So Connor Sterrett wins, he's in. Landon Gentry wins, he's in. Daniel Owen wins, he's in. Daniel Owen technically just needs to get 3rd or better, so he just needs to put a ball in play. And Daniel Owen, he's had a couple good breaks here too. Especially round number 3 where he ended up getting that win. So.
Connor Sterrett right now in the lead.
Connor just slowing down, now the fastest guy on the planet at 341.8 miles per hour.
Taking it way back.
he throttled back on that. And the funny part is that the people that are watching on YouTube didn't see what we see. So there was 3 straight balls where Connor Sterrett in slot number 2 is. No, they didn't see it. They
so
probably
funny.
like, what is he talking about? He ended up going, I got a picture of it. I'll post it on Long Drivers. He went 341.8. So Jay-Z's driver, 250 cc head, where he hit it 412 yards. How crazy is that? It's unbelievable. So, but yeah, no, I don't think anybody saw it. So they probably had no idea what I was saying. So, pretty funny though. I had one of those it was a Velocity launch monitor, and we were calibrating it one day, and my distance was like 12 million or something. I know 12 million yards.
You're like, I like that a lot. I really like a lot was Landon Gentry's last ball. That was his
prototypical ball flight, and he needs the win, so that would put him at 500. Come on, Landon. He's got a bunch of balls in play. It's crunch
really
time.
Nice, yeah.
Look at this. He knows he needs the win.
That's
I
a
like this
slot for
ball
him,
from
too.
Connor Starrett, though. Connor Starrett's 5th ball was ripped. It was a slinger. It was a Landon Gentry slinger. So Connor Starrett, I think this ball 5 is going to be farther than 347. He did take up a lot of real estate. There it is, 361. Big
All right,
drive here for
Landon.
Connor Starrett. So
Connor with another big slinger there.
Daniel Owen can take a 3rd place, and he would be at 500 points. So it looks like Daniel Owen is going to get in. He'll have 500 points. Connor Starrett's going to be in. So we added 2 more guys to this. Landon Gentry is going to have 400 points, so he will be on the bubble right now. So he's going to put Scotty Pearman on the outside looking in with Isaiah Joyner, Wes Patterson still having to hit. So Landon Gentry would need a lot of help. He needs OB balls. That's what he needs. He literally would need Scotty Pearman and Isaiah Joyner.
Yeah, we've seen a lot happen.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. Sometimes you're thinking you're on the outs, and then you look up and you've got a slot for Friday.
Yeah.
Still waiting on his final ball. Looked like it was OB, but hung on just a little bit. If it hit the cart path and bounced. No, just kidding.
No, you would have to hit the cart path at like 319, and you would have to hit it so low, and then you have 1 yard to hit, but it's not even in play. Like it literally is massive chunks of turf.
Yeah.
So Alexis Belton,
Bobby
she's
Bradley.
gonna make the final 8, so I get on
We got
television.
two final 8s.
I don't even know
So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna hit, and then
I gotta practice my interview with you.
and then we talk, and then you hit, and then I gotta switch clothes.
I'm gonna be like, you're the reason why my son gets to see me on TV.
Oh,
You're
man.
welcome. You know, you can just say you're welcome to
Is
me.
that all I need to say?
Yeah. But
I'll say, why is he not here on TV with you? The CEO needs a whole segment.
He's the man.
Like, can you imagine that? Him?
He's been a bad boy in school, though. CEO needs to
Yeah,
tighten
we
it
need
up.
an update on him. What's going on with the CEO?
He just knows every day. Like when I pick him up from school, I'm like, "Did you get a smiley face?" And he's like, "No." You know, like, "What'd you do?" "Well, I didn't turn the computer on when it was off." I was like, "Well, why didn't you turn it on?" He's like, "Because I didn't want to type in the passcode in my name again." I was
He's
like,
too
"Trey."
smart for his own good.
Yeah, but yeah, he'll interrupt me in the middle of like a capital raise call, and tap me on the shoulder, when I'm on with people trying to invest in my business. He's like, "Dad, there's something wrong with the TV. There's something wrong. My Nintendo's not working. Well, charge the batteries or do something. I don't know. Leave me alone." So go hit balls in the garage.
Hey, when you're the CEO, everyone else has to make sure they tend to you for whatever your needs are, so the company can keep running.
All right, Scotty Pearman. He needs to get a ball in play. Right
I
now,
believe in him.
Landon Gentry is on the bubble, okay? He's on the bubble. He needs a lot of things to go his way. Wes Patterson puts a ball in play. He's in.
Isaiah Joyner
needs to hit a ball in play. Literally.
No one can go OB.
So here's the crazy part. Just say Isaiah Joyner and Wes Patterson go OB. Scotty Pearman would just literally need to put a ball in play, and we'd have 450 points. And then they would have a 4-man playoff.
Sheesh.
They would have a 3-man playoff. Landon Gentry, Isaiah Joyner, and Wes Patterson. So right now, they have to hit a ball in play. The pressure is going to mount. Scotty Pearman does not have a ball in play as of yet.
Wes Patterson, I thought he put one. Scotty Pearman in on the board at 362.
That's a good ball hit for him. Casto
Looks like
can
Wes
definitely
Patterson
play
just put one in. Here we go.
Yeah.
Joyner.
Colton can play spoiler right here and just put a big number up for sure.
Yeah, but he's cruising.
We still don't have a number from Wes Patterson. I feel like ball number 4 was flirting down the right side. That was a decent ball.
He
This one
definitely,
looks like
ball number 3 was definitely in. It was a little bit low on the club face, but should be a ball that's in play.
So right now, if Wes doesn't have a ball in play, he would have a playoff. There he is. Boom. That fourth ball was a bomb from Wes. So he's in at 375, which puts Pearman at 400. Isaiah. So Scotty Pearman needs to improve. He is down to his last ball of the tournament. Scotty Pearman in slot number 3 needs to go at least 370 or more. Ouch. I will say that's the first big upset of the day. Scotty Pearman does not look like he is going to advance. Man.
Where's his 5th ball?
363.
Scotty Pierman has had an incredible year. Incredible guy.
Man, he just right when he got, him and James Tate.
Yeah.
It just, a little snake bit there because him and Tate had the 2 longest drives of the entire round robin of the entire tournament so far, and they matched up against each other because that was an extra 100 points for Scotty Pierman. If he goes up against anybody else, or at James Tate in a different time besides 380, and we always say it. That's why it's critical to get golf balls in play. Perriman looks like he's going to have 400 points. Isaiah Joyner is going to be in. Wes Patterson's in. So Wes Patterson, I really like that 4th ball from Patterson. That was just a bullet.
Wes was looking very strong. I was excited to see what he was doing. Excited to see him for this round. Looking forward to seeing him on Friday. But
here we go.
Set.
James Tate, Travis Aiken, Colton Castle, Wes Patterson, T.N. Smith, Connor Starrett, Isaiah Joyner. And we missed the last person, but there he is. Isaiah Joyner is in. So, they just switched it because Daniel Owen ended up beating him. But we're going to see Kyle Berkshire here at 12:30.
Yard.
Yep, Kyle's going to be hitting here at 12:30. So we got about a 43-minute break. So we'll see you here in a little bit.
12:30.
We're at the World Championships in Atlanta. See you in a few. America.